Hey everyone, Greg here from TM Blast. And my favorite report within SEMRush when you do a project by, doing daily keyword tracking is by page. So instead of looking at my 200 plus keywords or so that I'm tracking on a daily basis, because it gets, kind of confusing and, it gets lost in what is actually happening with traffic. If you go to pages report within this, and then if you sort by estimated traffic, which I did, you can actually see what are the pages that are growing on your website. So for example, the baseball player chains. If I click into these three keywords right here, I can see that 60 days ago, the baseball player chains was getting less than about one visit per day. If we round up, we can say there's getting one visit per day because it was position 7, and there's 720 searches per month for that phrase. And now it's position 1, so went from 1 visit now to, if you round up, 9 visits per day, which is great because 9 visits per day just for one keyword. That's the estimated click-through rate according to SEMrush. So it doesn't match one for one with Google Analytics, but it gives you an idea of how you're starting to trend. And then other keywords that I'm tracking, so baseball player necklace and Mookie Betts chain, also moving up in the right direction. Mookie Betts chain just got to page 1 of Google, but position 10, and it's so when you're position 10, you're only getting about 1% or 2% of that click-through rate, so you're really not getting a whole lot. Now, this is a little interesting to look at because while I'm getting good rankings now for this, the baseball season just ended, which means that nobody really cares now about baseball player necklaces. But during October for the World Series, especially, I was getting a lot of visits. In fact, I got over 600 visits in one day, and the majority went to this one blog post. So the reason why I share this with you is that my site is seasonal. So I do football, NFL, MLB, NHL, and NBA. So I do all 4 major sports. And obviously, when the season's going on for football, that's when the most interest is. And then when the season's over for football, then the traffic will drop, and then we'll go to a different sport. So what I do here is I look at something like this, like the football advisors page, because I know, again, we're in November, so people care more about football. And I might look at this and say, what is my next thing that I should focus on? And it's the tinted football advisors page, because it's moved up 79 positions in the last 60 days. So it went from never ranking now to page 3, so position 21. And there's 2,900 searches per month. My goal is to get into the top 3 if I can in the next 30 or 60 days. It's an ambitious goal because usually I give myself between 3 and 6 months from when I write content to start ranking. I feel like I might hit that page 1 ranking and get some of that search traffic, which would just be awesome. But my main goal is to get to at least position 3 because that's about a 10% click-through rate. So if I get 10%, that's 290 extra visits to my page per month just from that one keyword. But I share this because also what you can do is you can sort it by what dropped. So it's not always, SEO for me is not always like everything's amazing and like, everything's going great. There's also a lot of things going in the wrong direction too. And this report here can tell me exactly what I need to focus on. So parking pages, I'm not as concerned about that, obviously, with the state of, what's happening with the virus and everything else like that. But essentially though, like, maybe the NFL fights, for example, I might want to look at that. So the term best NFL fights, 260 searches per month, went from page 2 to page 3. NFL fights in general actually lost a lot of positions. So the reason why I go over this is that it's very difficult if you're looking at it from each individual keyword and you're saying, well, like this one keyword now went up 5 positions, this other keyword dropped 3. What does this mean? If you use the pages report, you can see it collectively. What does that mean for traffic? Because that's ultimately what's most important. And then you can drill down into saying, well, did this keyword improve, or did it stay the same, or did it drop? And if it, did one of those 3 things that matter most to you, you can now prioritize that, for your site. So I share this because this is how I go about it for my clients and also for my website. I look at it from a pages report by traffic, look for ways that I can drive more traffic just by finding those gaps, like I'm going to do for tinted football advisors. So I hope this video was interesting. I hope this maybe inspires new ways to work on your SEO, or maybe for a client or anything else like that. Use the pages report within SEMrush. I think you're going to find a lot of success with that. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and as always, have a good rest of your day.